As is always the case, now more than ever, businesses are looking for opportunities to automate processes and become more efficient. This presentation is going to guide you through prioritizing your efforts to get started on digital transformation. Even before the mandatory work from home effort over the last couple of weeks, companies have been faced with new complexities of managing information, data, and processes as their footprints continue to grow, outsourcing continues, and supply chains expand. The key to prioritizing process efficiency is surveying your current solution landscape and creating a phased approach for transformation. It doesn't have to be this massive overhaul of all your business processes at once, and you're likely to be more successful if it's an ongoing process that eventually touches all aspects of your business. So the question becomes, where do I start? And on the screen, you're going to see 4 stages of automation, and we're going to talk through these today. And I want you to take this opportunity to be reflective on understanding what stage you're in. That might be stage 1 at the very beginning and building a foundation, or you might be ready to start raring and going for number 3 or 4. First, you're going to need to set a foundation with a single platform for managing content. Rather than wasting time searching for information in shared drives or other locations across the organization, you want to focus your team on bringing all of their content into one centralized location. You can really add a lot of efficiency by simply eliminating the need to search for information that is saved incorrectly or has the wrong naming convention. When you're able to do this, you can unlock access to your information to your team anywhere that they are to accomplish their job. Any solution that you choose as this foundational platform should have the ability to scale with you as you grow. Within the biotech industry, we know companies can blow up incredibly quickly, so you want a solution that's going to be able to grow alongside you rather than having to do an overhaul in a couple of years because your solutions can't support your growth. So questions that you're going to want to consider are things like, can I continue to build onto this solution over time, really making the most of my investment and expanding in departments across the organization? Can the platform manage large volumes of documents, or are there limits to the solution? And does the solution have a scalable licensing model that allows us to continue to grow? Security and compliance is going to be a top area of concern for anyone within the life sciences, biotech, health space. Ensuring that you're able to provide access to information to the right people to accomplish their goals is number 1. But we also need to make sure that all of the sensitive information like PHI that's managed in a solution is done so appropriately. Any tool that you are bringing into the organization should be able to be configured to help you manage this compliance and regulations rather than forcing your team to focus on upkeeping those standards manually. When you're looking to prepare yourself for the future, you need to make sure that the solution that you're putting into place is cloud ready. Some additional areas of consideration, whether you're looking at, do I want to host this on premise at my organization or do I want to have it in the cloud, is going to be kind of tied hand in hand to that security question. Is the information going to be secure at rest and in transit if it's a cloud hosted application? Another area that you're going to want to focus is looking at your existing cloud hosted environments and what approach is going to be right for you. Do you want to bring a solution into an existing environment like AWS or Azure, or are you really looking for a full software as a solution package that's going to be a managed cloud solution? Once that foundation is set, your next priority should be reducing costs and eliminating departmental silos by rapidly creating solutions that are going to support process efficiency. The goal of this whole second stage of automation and productivity management is making sure that your team that costs a lot of money to hire, retain, and train is going to be making sure that they're focused on their highest value tasks. Workflow allows you to manage traditional processes that have been driven by physical pieces of paper or possibly emails routing across the organization. And your solution is going to allow you to quickly configure rules and logic that drive those processes for you. A very common example of a workflow process that's pretty universal is looking at accounts payable processing. And that's going to be the situation where an invoice, along with any of the data pertaining to it, can be routed to an approval for review and sent along for payment. Workflow is typically a great place to start any automation journey, and it often provides a short return on investment. Some processes can be managed completely by rules and logic, but others are going to require your team to drive more complex decisions. Case management allows you to automate predictable portions of the process, while at the same time gathering all of the appropriate information that a decision maker needs to make a dynamic choice. A good example of this type of solution is going to be something like revenue cycle management. Depending on what stage of an appeal you may be in, different documents, tasks, and processes are going to be needed to drive you to that next step in the process. So keeping all of the information, all of the correspondence back and forth between you and the insurance company, all the documents that have been traded, all in one place is going to give your team the ability to drive that process forward without having to search for information and have a complete view of what's taking place. As you begin to automate manual processes within your organization, you're going to want to leverage reporting to increase your visibility and really unlock some of the insights into these processes. Your solution should allow you to not only report on case or workflow and case management applications, but also pull in other data sources as needed to get a complete picture. You're going to want to make sure that you're looking for a solution that has a graphic representation of the information so that managers can quickly use it to make decisions. You can then use these reporting tools again to continue to improve your processes and your outcomes moving forward. And any solution that's being used to drive productivity should also give you an ability to integrate with other solutions and possibly multiple tools to do so. You want to be able to bring in information from other applications like your ERP system or an electronic medical records tool or human resources tool. And this is going to allow you to use that idea of a complete view of information to really help people accomplish their jobs and make decisions quicker. Oftentimes, we'll see these integrations being leveraged to keep users in their core line of business application, like their ERP, while simultaneously being able to leverage the tools that are within that foundational system to drive productivity. This is really going to give you the ability to minimize training, increase your user adoption, and lessen the strain of change management on the organization. After automating those easily identifiable processes or the low-hanging fruit, so to speak, you can deploy process mining to unlock insights that really take you to the next level. Process mining solutions can really help organizations capture information from all different types of transactional systems, like those that I mentioned before, like SAP or a Salesforce, ServiceNow, Workday, or OnBase, and provide detailed and data-driven information on how those processes are performing. The process mining tools are going to unlock visibility into how the computer-mediated tasks are really happening, including who did them, how long it took, are there any variants to that process. These process analytics are going to create key performance indicators for these processes, which enable you to focus on your biggest priority of improvement. Process mining can also be used to continually monitor solutions and measure an ROI after an implemented process has taken place. With the ability to unlock this level of prioritization, you might be looking at my 4 steps of automation and wondering why this isn't the first one. And the answer is that you're going to get a lot of value from applying these tools to processes that have already been digitized. So this is really going to be looking at where has there been automation, but there's still some potentially unstructured work outside of that. And this is going to be a great opportunity for you to continue to optimize after those initial productivity tools have already been put in place. In addition to finding opportunities to optimize on your workflow or case management solutions, process mining might also point you in the direction of intelligent automation. 2 areas of intelligent automation are going to be OCR and RPA. OCR, or optical character recognition, is the idea of a tool pulling information or extracting information off of a document without any user intervention. So whether a document's being scanned or faxed or emailed to you, the tool is going to take a look at the document and pull information off of it. What's going to categorize an intelligent solution doing this is not having to use a template to tell the tool where to look. What you're going to want to search for in a solution is a tool that uses context to read the page more than like a human brain would, being able to see things that give it a hint of where the information it's looking for is so that it can pull it off of the document without you having to build thousands of templates. We have countless customers that are using OCR for things like invoice data capture, accounts receivable, as well as areas like order entry, form extraction. RPA is going to be your virtual workforce of sorts. Bringing RPA in to tackle high volume, repetitive tasks can open your team up to higher value tasks that require a specific knowledge base or creative thinking. You can also use RPA in an attended avenue that gives you the ability to guide your users through a task, making sure that they're taking the most efficient path and not deviating from your designed process. If you have questions or want to discuss a specific stage of automation, please feel free to reach out to me directly. My information is here on the slide. And Navient has experience helping organizations navigate all 4 stages of automation, as well as relationships with industry-leading software solutions to help you accomplish your goals. We'd love to be here to help be as a resource and guide you through that automation journey. Thank you and have a great day.